What have you played of it so far?
Well, it's funny. You said how it looks amazing. I've been noticing recently that games are starting to. I know people are talking about next consoles and stuff, but I'm starting to see big, like, especially on the One X, games that the visuals are really hitting like a new level of just visual quality and technology, and the effects that they're using, and lighting and particle effects and all these shadow effects, that games are looking really crazy. Like, to the point, remember the whole thing? I always think of like Final Fantasy X, where the cutscenes, like, we were always like, wow, when are games going to start to look like those cutscenes? And then like the real-time graphics are starting to get there in a certain way. Well, it's
like surpassing it almost.
Yeah, there's the transitions are. I mean, I know that, an in-game cutscene versus an actual playing real-time game it can look a little bit different because of the shit going on, blah blah blah.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
But man, you can't even tell. So last time we were on, I said I was going to play 30 games, and then I said 5, and I didn't do any of that. I played 1, and I played the new Tomb Raider, which on the last time we recorded, I didn't play it at all.
Yeah.
And I started it on October 24th, because my Xbox tells me this.
Yeah.
And I finished it yesterday. And I like finished it. I'm like 91.3% complete, and that's like, I'm at the point that I got everything except there's like little documents and shit to find that I just don't feel like doing it. It's not worth it to me. It's not even because the areas are so nice to explore and fun, but I just don't. I got my fill, and I logged in 39 hours. 39 hours, and I just cranked through it, and it's really, really fucking awesome. It's so good. I'm a little, like, I don't know, my view is a little, I don't know, one-sided, I guess, because I like love the fucking Tomb Raider reboot. I think it's underrated. I find like Rise of the Tomb Raider I thought was better than like Uncharted 4. It's just such a good game. And when this one came out, reviews were all good, but a lot of people were giving it a lot of shit compared to Rise of the Tomb Raider. They're like, oh, it's the weakest one in the series, which Rise of the second one was so good, I could see that being the case. But the first one was also good, but I couldn't imagine the third being worse than the first, because there was a lot of things they were still figuring out. But now finishing it, it's fucking awesome. I mean, I haven't played Rise of the Tomb Raider since Rise of the Tomb Raider came out, so it's been more than like 2 years. I think it's been almost 3. I don't know, but I mean, if I had it side by side, it'd be easier to be like, oh, this one's better than this one. But it's so good that I don't really notice anything to say that it's worse. I think, from what I can remember, Rise of the Tomb Raider is better in the sense of just like full-blown tomb puzzle challenges and stuff. Where none of that stuff's bad in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but where it shines is the visuals. Holy shit. There's times where there's so many spots in that game where I just stop to look around. There's just so many scenes that are just fucking mind-blowing at how good looking this game is. And I did some screen captures in 4K, which you can only make 30 seconds long, and they're a real pain in the dick to try to send to a buddy, just so you know, without it being all compressed. It's crazy looking. But yeah, the art direction's really good. The story, people are like complaining about the story, which I never found with Tomb Raider stories. Like, the story itself is kind of whatever, normal video game, Tomb Raider looking for some
just a
artifact.
narrative for an excuse to do what you need to do in the game.
Yeah, but the storytelling and like the characters and the like even like the costumes and when she does like tribal stuff and dresses up, like it's so well done and it's so polished. Just the transition through the story of the different towns and things, like that's so well done. To me, all that shit's way better than Rise of the Tomb Raider. It has a real polished feel, and it feels like one in itself as far as the whole like direction the game went in, which makes sense because it's a different developer this time around. They handed it off to Eidos Montreal, which is the Deus Ex team.
Oh yeah.
And they make fucking awesome games.
Yep.
So Crystal Dynamics was watching over them, like they were doing complete, like they were guiding them with how the direction was going, but they didn't develop it. But it's awesome. I fucking cranked out 40 hours. Not glad that I bought the one that has the season pass because I've been reading about the stuff you get with the season pass.
Yep.
Doesn't seem worth it. Doesn't seem like you're going to get much. But we'll see.